All right, we got we got you guys here. Welcome to the webinar. Let's dive right in. I am Jason there on the left, and as always, we're lucky to be joined by David Rockland, who is the digital strategist and so much more here at Brilliant Directories. David, can you help explain to us what it means to be digital strategist in just a few short words here?
Well, I think everybody else here managing their websites is also a digital strategist in their own way, kind of doing whatever needs to be done online in the digital space to try to bring more visitors to your website, get more members registered on your website, everything like that. So I think everybody here has a little bit of digital strategist in them.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And we are streaming live on YouTube. So those of you joining us on YouTube, hello out there. We do recommend subscribing to the Brilliant Directories YouTube channel. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/YouTube, and it will direct you to that subscribe button. It's a great way to get updated as soon as the webinar replays are available, tips of the week, featured tutorials, and lots more. And one of the benefits of streaming on YouTube Live right now is the replay will be immediately available after the webinar, and we will post that link in the Brilliant Directories Facebook group. Also encourage you to join us there, brilliantdirectories.com/Facebook. And actually in the Facebook group this month, we are running an iPad giveaway contest. Let me also share a link on the 30th, which is on Friday. We will be choosing a winner. All you have to do is comment on the Facebook post. Honestly, it's pretty good chances. I think there's about 800 or so comments on there right now. And a bonus, so this is the post. I'll share a link in the chat here. So if you're not already in the Facebook group or you haven't commented yet, go ahead and take a second there. If we reach 1,000 unique comments, so different people commenting, we will actually double up the prize and give out 2 iPads in the August 30th giveaway. We're at 847, so actually just about 150 more comments to go or so to get us to that 1,000 marker. And yeah, we can give out 2 iPads. That would be awesome on August 30th. Let me backtrack here. Always want to mention now in the webinars that Brilliant Directories app, you can stay up to date with your site on the go. Whether you're using an Apple device or an Android, you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/Apple app or Google app, and it'll direct you to the app in the store. This is the first iteration of the app. There are more updates coming soon, but we're pretty happy with it, and we've received some great feedback for phase 2 improvements that we'll be making to this over time. And we do see some new names and faces, and actually people still logging in here. Welcome to the webinar. Just a little bit about Webinar Wednesday. I know a lot of us, I see a lot of us join frequently, but for those who are joining for the first time, Webinar Wednesday is a great way for us to share some of the newer updates available on the Brilliant Directories platform. We're launching new feature releases weekly. So we like to highlight and share with you some of the specific features that can help you grow your community or run your site more efficiently. So we'll cover topics such as how to increase traffic, revenue opportunities, publishing and promoting content, and lots more. Today, we are not doing a tip of the week, so that will allow for more Q&A time. So if you have questions or need help with your site, today is a great day to ask questions, and we'll always do our best to kind of help you in that 2 or 3 minute window that we have per question here. So save your questions. We'll be sure to get to them shortly. And we have some BD Lab updates to share. A little more than half this list is coming soon. These are right on the cusp of being released. I've been mentioning a couple of these. There were just some security updates that we've pushed ahead of them. But let me start at the top of the list here. It's related to the business data that you have access to. Prior to this update, you could only search the entire countries, being the US country or Canada. Now you can search data for entire countries outside of the US and Canada. So if you wanted to search all the lawyers in Germany, or let's actually do a quick search together here, we can go to the business data link here in the admin. And if you're not familiar with this allows you to kind of pre-populate your site with some business data. Always like to look for law firm, nice and easy there. And yeah, so prior to this, it would just be United States that you could, and Canada, you can search the entire country. But now you can do like European countries or any country around the world. We'll just do Germany here. We can see it found 1,500 lawyers in the entire country of Germany. Let's do Belgium here, and then we'll go a little bit more international. 150 in Belgium. And let's go to Singapore. If I can spell it correctly. Oh, there we go. So forgiving spell check there. So found 45 in Singapore there. So yep, now you can search entire countries. This is a great way for international sites to kind of populate big chunks of categories into your site if you're just getting started. All right, this next one here is a fix to sending emails, whether you're sending newsletters or one-off emails and using the template builder within BD. We fixed a display issue that was happening with images in some email clients such as Outlook and some Apple devices. Images were coming out stretched. So we applied a fix to better display those images in more email clients. And so far it looks like it's going well. But again, if you guys notice anything, always please report it to the support team, and we'll do our best to help troubleshoot those things. Next one here is also for more international users using right-to-left languages, Hebrew, Arabic, etc. Now there is better support for right-to-left websites with regard to their design as well as the language flow. Let me just quickly show you. If you are creating or plan to create a website that will be translated in one of those languages that are right-to-left, you can go to advanced settings, and the easiest thing to do is just type in RTL up here, and you have the text direction. So in English, we're left to right, other languages right to left. So you can toggle that, and then this is the new checkbox that's helpful. There are some elements that need to literally be moved on the page opposite horizontally, left to right or right to left. So now there are CSS layout adjustments that could be made on the site to better support those right-to-left websites. All right, and the next ones on this list, the next 4 or 5 are coming soon. We are creating member tag support with the Brilliant Directories API. It will be extended into Zapier, Pabbly, and Integrately. This will allow you to assign member tags through the API. So if you're signing up members through third-party methods and you want to assign a tag to pin them to, for whatever reason, you can do that. If members are taking actions through third-party forms or other platforms, you can then update them on your Brilliant Directories site and assign a member tag. So it's just going to add more flexibility for that. And I think over time, it's going to evolve even further. So that is coming soon. This next one here, we've mentioned it a few times. Again, it's on the cusp of being released for the member credits, the ability to select the types of transactions member credits will work for. So perhaps you want to gift your members credits to use towards purchasing leads, pay per post, digital products, but you don't want those credits to be used towards their monthly membership plan subscriptions. This will allow you to turn it off in those cases. Next one here, also a lot of people are excited for this one, and so are we. When members close their account and they have a paid account, currently it closes it immediately and in that moment. If they have a paid account, it will give them the option to close the account immediately or at the end of their current subscription end date. So if they paid for the month, they can close their account and stick around for the remaining time they have left. That will be nice. And also during that time they're sticking around, there'll be notices saying you've chosen to close your account by this date, and there'll be an undo button basically. So it gives them more chances to keep their account active. This next one here, I'm actually going to be hands-on with this one for emails. More templates and content blocks to help you design newsletters more quickly, make them more professional and attractive, and just give you guys more options when you're creating your newsletters. So it's just more about swapping out images and the text, and the design will pretty much take care of itself for you. And this last one here, also super helpful. We are creating webhooks that will be triggered anytime payment attempts are made on the site. So this is for recurring subscriptions, one-time payments like digital products, and even if they are successful payments or they failed, it's going to be sent with the webhook data, so that if you need to update third-party sources, whether it be QuickBooks or another platform, that maybe it changes their status on another platform you're using, that webhook will include all the important and pertinent data you need related to a member or a visitor's payment. So these are what's coming soon. If you have any questions about what you're seeing on the screen here or comments, feel free to raise your hand, and then we'll move on to the next section of the webinar. Feedback is always helpful, so feel free to raise your hand. We could take a question or two and then move things along. All right, no hands up. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, with that, today is going to be all about you guys. If you have questions about your site, please just raise your hand. We could take as many questions as possible, whether it's a strategy question or a technical question. If you're trying to set something up technically on your site, we can kind of guide you and provide some help with that. Derek here. Derek, I'll unmute your microphone.
Hey, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Where are you calling in from?
I'm actually calling in from Torrance, California, so I'm not too far from you guys.
No, we're here in LA. Okay, great. What's your question for us today?
So when I initially signed up for BD, I know one of the themes that was offered was coupons and deals, things like that. And I've noticed within the last couple of years or so, like those themes have gone away. I'm just curious to know if there's anything in the pipeline for like revamping the coupons and, deals, things like that on the websites.
Yeah, that's a good question. Basically, the coupons theme was effectively just the coupon search on the homepage and streaming the recent coupons on the homepage. So if you want to create like a coupon is a post type. So if you wanted to make a site that's more post type focused, yeah, you can certainly do that very easily. Let's just quickly do an example here. And what type of site were you looking to do? Specifically a coupon site?
Yeah, pretty much a discount site, discount directory.
Now let's take a look at what themes are mentioned here. In the design settings, you can of course toggle your themes here. Yeah, so there is an events one here. Let's just quickly look up here. Yeah, there's no more. Here's a product catalog. So that would focus on the products post type. But yeah, just generally speaking, I think the themes are more like an aesthetic starting point, but just to help you get started, if you ever wanted to, if you go to the search box design, the search box or call to action, and you wanted to start your site with a coupon search, you can certainly do that. Even it'll ask you which post type you want to pin that search to. And then the streaming content and all the text supporting on the homepage, you can gear it towards, searching coupons, whether it's for a specific market, tech, a certain region, and things like that. So I think you can quickly craft something if you needed to here.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, I'll check out what happened to those themes. They probably weren't as popular, so it just maybe confused more people. But yeah, you can quickly switch your site, definitely the focus of it on the homepage. We got I see a bunch of hands up here. We'll go to Kenneth here.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing? Good. Where are you calling in from?
Calling in from Mexico.
Mexico. You've got a podcaster's mic on or something. Sounds good.
Yes. That's right. Good.
Okay.
So I have a question about the digital products. I would like to utilize that for like sort of a class type of functionality. And so I'm aware that the thank you page can be used for that because that can be set as the, what's it called? When you lock something to that purchase, right? The membership.
Yes.
And so I would basically what I would like is I would like for the user to be able to see in their membership plan or something what thank you page they have access to, basically what they have purchased.
Okay, so let's do that together real quick. Did you know that they can see it in their billing history? Let me do it with you here just a moment.
Okay.
Let me show you where they can see it. Let me just get my bearings.
Okay, cool.
Let me go to transaction history, actually. And actually, the demo site we're on is good. This is the thing. So let me go to, here we go. So let me log in as this member here. So when a member makes a purchase for a digital product, the purchase there's a record of it in their payment history page. And in this actions dropdown, if there was a thank you page, the link to it would be here. See, they can download their invoice, copy invoice, etc. Let me find one that might have it. Here we go. So you see here, it says view products page. So the page is still active if they wanted to repurchase. Sometimes there's products that you might want to repurchase. There's also a link to the confirmation page. So they can find that here in the record of their purchase. This is currently what's available. So if you can explain this to them in an email on how to find in the confirmation email how to find it. You can make a short video, 30-second video for just general any digital products purchase and include that on the thank you page. So people thank you for your purchase, just so you know you can view a history of your purchase here. You can always come back to this page here. And, you could just do a short 15-second video like that, educating them as well as in the email you send them. But they do have access to it here. And the link is actually here, account billing change. You can share this link in emails, for your domain and bring people directly here if you need to.
So is it possible to make a link on the left side for me to link to it directly from the menu on the side?
Yeah, I think it's under here. Let me see, billing information. Yeah, I'm right.
Sorry.
So what you can do, what we can do is this. It is this link here, billing information. So what you may want to do is maybe update the text to kind of do like this. This might be. So it's instead of billing information, you could say my purchase history and products, right? So I'm just thinking out loud, just to give them more context instead of just billing information. Let's see if that was the one.
Yeah.
Oops. Let me get rid of the yellow stuff, text labels. Okay. My purchase history and products is here. And another thing you can do is I'm going to share a video we did on the dashboard. And this would be good in general because you can push people to certain pages. Is 3 ways to engage users inside their member dashboard. What this explains is this homepage, when they first log in and they come to their main page here, you can actually add custom content and links and buttons here, calls to action. So you can more explicitly link people to their purchases. If there's nothing there, it'll say no purchases, but at least it will train them on how to view their past purchases and products on your site. So this would be probably good to add some custom content. Let me add this to the chat here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I am utilizing it, and that's on the main top there. It's specifically for the membership, right? That's what you're talking about.
Correct. Yes, and let me share one more thing with you that I think will be helpful because I think this is a good topic. This one is you can actually change the main menu when when members are logged in. So you can have a link that says My Products and Purchases and link them directly to that page. Again, this will train them a bit that they have access to view their history, and accessing their products is part of the model of your site, since you're going to be doing classes and courses and other protected content.
Yeah, that's a really, thank you so much for explaining that in this way, that there's a way to kind of utilize what you have. I'm really happy about this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good questions there. All right. Michael, I got you here. Let me unmute your microphone, Michael.
Hey there, joining you from Boston. Just had a question regarding forms, kind of carrying on that same topic.
Yeah.
So, over the years, I've spent more money than I care to remember on UX audits and things like that. And the one common denominator is that multi-step forms definitely convert way better. So, I kind of started down the path of looking into, integrating a multi-step form, and there's a lot of detail involved. Is that something that you envision as a feature that may be rolled out in the future, or do you think it'll continue to be something that would need to be custom developed? Or
so, question: what part of your site are you looking to utilize that multi-step form? Is it
just for a lead form?
For the lead form. Okay. I think that is the multi-step form for the lead form is actually much better. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you looking to do? And string people along. I totally get that. we don't have plans for it right now. Our suggestion is just create a type form, like sure, not too much form fatigue for the lead form. So in the meantime, I would still recommend utilizing like a type form or jot form or one of those solutions. One is they're just doing it better than we would be able to catch up to. We might eventually create an option for a step form.
Makes sense. And then is there, going with a third-party solution like that, is there a best way to integrate the data back into the site?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me share that with you. So if we just search for like type form, I'm going to share this link for you. So you have a type form, and then you can send the data into your BD site as a lead, or if you're creating a new user, whatever it might be.
Sure.
So you can certainly utilize type form, and then let's just do a quick search. Type form, create lead, Burlington Directories, Zapier. Let's see what it comes up with. Connect Burlington Directories to type form. So yeah, so what you can do is have your type form submission, and then you can create a lead on your BD site using Zapier or whatever that would be the best way I can think of right now if you're going to be using third-party forms.
Yeah, no, that works. It gets the job done, and I think it's the way to go. So perfect.
Okay. All right, good question there. And yeah, I agree with you. The step forms are nice specifically for the lead thing. So yeah, if it lends itself, I would recommend using like a type form or jot form.
Yeah, and especially if anyone is spending any kind of significant money driving traffic, it's the way to go.
I agree. Okay. Well, thank you, Michael. Any other questions?
No, that's really it.
Okay. Thanks for the question there. Good stuff. Wish you best of luck with the lead capturing. If you guys don't know, what he's referring to is your BD site can capture leads from consumers. Let's say you have a local business directory. Someone wants to get connected with a plumber. The consumer comes to your site. They fill out the lead form, and then you can sell that inquiry to your members or distribute it for free. But that way, your site is not only generating revenue from the members or businesses listed on your site, but now you have leads that you can also sell to them at whatever a good market rate is for leads in a particular industry. David and I want to do a webinar on that. We're just kind of hesitant because it's big moving parts for that. So we're trying to wrap our head on how to kind of introduce that as a webinar series. All right, let's move on. We got our good friend Rich here. Let me unmute you here, Rich.
Hey, Jason.
How's it going, buddy?
Quick question, not so much technical or website, but more about community, because I'm traveling full time in the U.S. as a podcaster. I plan to go to Mexico next year, and you had a caller from Mexico. Last time I called in, I was from Denver, and now I'm actually in Tucson. And the other guy from John was right here in Tucson. So have you held in the past or thought about in-person, live events for our the community of BED? I know Russell Brunson does that with his Quick, or I can't think of his the platform, and a lot of others do. But either a Zoom, like a virtual, or a regional conference of some time to gather the community members together.
I love that idea. What would be useful or meaningful to be covered in something like that if we did something like that?
I think just kind of a gathering of like-minded individuals. They've been working on the same platform and have had some challenges, roadblocks, but more wins and achievements. And maybe you could acknowledge people that are, rock stars within the community, but, you could do workshops like this, but in person, breakout sessions, and just the networking of gathering people that have probably been on these calls for, you're at, so many hundred of these webinars, hundreds of them, and, fans. And I think, obviously there'd be a good, you could probably get some good feedback for the Facebook group, interest level, right?
That's it. I love it. Yeah.
Because you have a tremendous, loyal fan base and all these users around the country, around the world. And I think they would, love to gather and really kind of, meet each other, but also kind of learn from each other and learn from, your team. And I think it would be a great experience.
I think you're absolutely right. I'll chat with the crew that I got here behind me, and we'll see what makes sense in the near future. But I love that idea. Thank you for sharing that. That's really good.
Yeah. I mean, I just finished on this. I think the simple thing is you could kind of start with a virtual platform, and then based on that, response, and maybe move to, once a year or whatever. Or, I know the guy with podcast, both Podcast Movement and Podfest, they do these traveling road tours where they just visit cities and just do these pop-up events. Doesn't have to be a major convention initially, but just kind of out and about and gathering the groups together.
I love it. Yep. That's even a better way. It takes a lot of pressure off with all that convention planning and stuff like that. So
That's show up in cities, and sometimes there's 40 or 50 people there or whatever. And then you could, live stream that or whatever. But I'll finish on this. To me, I think that one of the easiest ways to pull this off, maybe not your first step, but as you do virtual ones and then maybe regional ones, is to do a cruise, because then it's all inclusive. You don't have to rent conference rooms and the hotels and all the logistics. Just say, we're going to do a BD cruise, and pick a cruise ship, and everybody buys their $200 ticket for a 4-day cruise. No onus on you. And all of those cruise ships, if you have even 50 people or so, they'll give you like the ballrooms that happen for the the events, the entertainment that night. They're all empty during the day, because I worked on several cruise ships. And they'll provide that to you for your workshops and trainings. But really, I'll finish on this. One of the best things is just the dynamic of those conversations over coffee, or and having those one-to-one organic conversations.
I really love the idea. It's the more you're talking, the more I think we're at that level and that stage. Yeah. So it might be a natural progression for that. So thank you for sharing that. It's really good. A good suggestion there.
Okay, cool.
I might reach out to you, Rich, for some more ideas, because you're sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, good stuff there. So yeah, maybe a BD convention is in the works soon. So thank you for that suggestion. All right, let's move on to Sean here. Sean, let me unmute your microphone.
Hi, Jason. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. How are you today?
Excellent. Thank you. I'm coming in here from Vancouver Island, Canada. I love your brilliant directories. It's a godsend. But what I'm trying to figure out here is the get matched thing. So I do have a webpage called at our website. It's disabilityresources.ca /get matched. I think I'm probably off base on setting this up properly, but I'm just trying, and I'm seeking your guidance for this if possible. So we have a lot of people that are looking for medical equipment, for example, or service providers, right? And the thing is, we're trying to match them up. People that need equipment, people that have equipment, or providers. So the issue that I'm having is figuring out the logistics of actually making this form work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And I have an idea for you.
Awesome.
Okay, let me just quickly take a look at the site real quick.
Sure.
Disability resources. Okay, and you said you wanted to do a what are the two sides of the marketplace? People who need
medical equipment or service providers, like people that need chiropractors, doctors, what have you. So I did make a page. It is get matched. If you put a / at the end of our URL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there another? Is it just these people? And then what's the other side of your site? People who need to do what?
People that do provide the services. And we've also got a classifieds component, but I don't think that would tie into it.
Okay. I would recommend shifting the focus of your homepage.
Okay.
What I would recommend is, I'm not going to change your homepage, but let me go to our demo site here.
Awesome.
And what I would recommend is, and this will help. This is it. Nope, not the classified. It's the. Let me find the right one. I think it's the member community. Okay, this isn't the best aesthetic, but what I would recommend is give people 2 pills: the red pill and the blue pill. And welcome to so and so. So, what would you like to do? And then you give them 2 options, like find providers or get matched with providers. And then the other one is, are you a provider? Join our site today. You can even have a third button, like search our classifieds for products, because it sounds like you have medical devices and stuff up for grabs in your classified section.
Yes, sir.
So what I would do is when you go the route of having like buttons, or maybe it's not buttons, maybe it's, let me just show you another example. Maybe you're giving people like 3 boxes to choose.
Yes.
Basically taking them down a path like this would help them, one, understand your site better, limit their choices, and also highlight the calls to action you want them to take on your site.
Makes sense.
So switching from the search here on the homepage, because you're serving multiple people, the providers to join, the classifieds to find, and also the request to get matched with a provider. So that would be my suggestion. Where you would edit that is, I'm not going to change anything, but in your design settings, what you can do is under homepage, you can switch from the global website search, and you can go display button links, and here it allows you to have up to 3 buttons, the text, where it goes, the color, and of course, I think that you can do the buttons, or you can do, the boxes with links, however you want to do it. But again, guiding people with those options rather than giving them a search first might help with the get matched goal that you have here.
Okay.
Because there'll be context from page 1, the homepage, as to what they're doing.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that. That's good direction. Yeah, because we want to make it as effective as possible. And, we've got lots of good listings and what have you, and it's coming together.
Yeah. I'm with you. So what I would do is basically edit out the noise and focus people down those 3 paths. So remove as much as possible and let people feel like they're clicking into sections of the site rather than scouring the site for stuff.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's excellent advice. I'll do that, and then I'll come back to you on the other the lead thing here.
Okay.
All right, thanks so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You're welcome. Good stuff. We look forward to seeing you in the next webinar and see your progress. All right, we got Roger here. Let me unmute you, Roger.
Good evening. Are you there?
We are here. We're bringing the energy. I like it, Roger. All right.
Great. I'm up on Lake Superior waiting for it to freeze over anytime soon.
Right. Any week now. Yeah.
Well, if we kind of go from summer to winter here. So anyway, I'm working on yet another Brilliant Directories site. As you know, I bought a number from you, and every time I come up on something different, and this time my client this is site ID number 43874, by the way, if you could go look at that the one, it is not live yet.
Okay.
And I was trying to make my way through the sidebar widgets, and I got halfway there and then got stumped. What they would like to do is on the general listings page, when you see the artist listing, they vet all their artists before they let them on, so they're not going to allow people to sign up right on the site. So when you go to their all artists page, they've asked me to remove the join our community link at the bottom. And I got halfway there, but I got stuck somewhere trying to find the correct widget and where to go in the HTML inside that widget. And that's as far as I got. So if you could show me how you do that.
Sure. There's a few ways. So are you looking to remove this module altogether or kind of
Yes.
Okay. So I was going to give you another suggestion.
Oh, okay.
What you can do is these are all text labels, and instead of linking to this join page, you can link to the application page instead. It sounds like everything's going through the moderation route. You're going to where's the artist application pages here. So what you can do first is, because there's no direct join, you probably want to delete your join page or make it hidden or something or whatever. But there's 2 things you can do. I think it's under the text labels. It's either text labels or join URL. Let me just check here. Yes. So there's a default join URL. So I'm just going to just show you this example. I'm going to change that from /join to new artist application. Okay. And what that's going to do is these widgets that are here, we'll see here, look at the URL. Now it goes to new artist application. So you could keep it if you want. And
okay. That's
right.
great.
But if you did want to remove it, I'll just show you since you asked. If you go to the sidebar manager, first of all, we need to identify which sidebar this is. So I like to use the show widgets here. And then it'll show us that this is the member search results sidebar. We can click this. And that would be, we would remove the member join offer module from here.
All right. I was in the wrong section.
Okay. No worries. So yeah, so
I like your idea. Yes, that's great.
Yeah. And just edit the text label, the default text here to align with the application process and how you're trying to get them, entice them to apply.
Great. Okay. And one of the other folks that was on tonight, we're talking about the leads and the delivery of those leads. And one of my other sites, they asked me to remove the whole lead thing from their members because my impression was that each member has to log in to get any leads that when they fill out the form. Is there a way that if somebody like that Alstoffer that you're looking at, somebody fills that form out, is there a way to have that just delivered directly to Al, or does he have to log in to his?
He doesn't necessarily have to log in. They only have to log in when they're getting like a partial preview of the lead and you're asking them to pay for the rest of the lead. Like
you'd be included. So
perfect. So what you want to do is go to interactions, Roger, go to member leads, and under lead settings here, what we want to do is under receiving direct leads, because a direct lead is when a member receives a lead on their profile page.
Okay.
So what we want to do is members receive direct leads immediately. And what we want to do is set it to accepted and complete. So basically, we're just giving them the full lead information, and that will be included in the email they receive. So that will include the email, the phone number, all the pertinent all the information that was included in that lead will then not just be a preview, but will be fully included in the email they receive.
Excellent. That's wonderful.
So they don't have to quote unquote log in to see that information anymore. It'll be in their email.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Do you want me to save this as accepted and complete?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can do a test and fill out a lead on a page and get it in your email. You should see the full information in that.
We'll try that out. Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good questions there. All right, guys, we are just about at that marker time. We'll end it there, guys. Fun, fantastic questions. Love these Q&A webinars. Good questions. I see a lot of questions about leads. David and I will get together and we'll try to craft a webinar that does a nice, simple overview of leads. And maybe later we can get into more advanced settings with the leads. Great updates here. These updates are from the BD community mainly. So thank you guys for all the suggestions and keeping in contact with our team. We have the free iPad giveaway. It's in the Facebook group. Go to the BD Facebook group, and all you have to do is leave a comment on the post. We'll announce the winner. What is it today? Wednesday. So in 2 days, Friday. If we hit 1,000 comments, unique comments, we will give out 2 iPads, doubling your chances to win. Recommend getting the Brilliant Directories app on the Apple or Google Play Store. And we will post the replay in the Brilliant Directories Facebook group. So if you wanted to recap something we watch, just go to the Facebook group. We'll post it there in the next 10 or 15 minutes. And those of you that joined us in YouTube, there were a bunch of you. So thank you out there in YouTube land. The next webinar will be in 2 weeks. We'll be well into the month of September. So this year, we're reaching the end of the year very quickly. It's been a great webinar today. Great to be with you guys here today. Next webinar is in 2 weeks. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you again for joining us today. Have a great day and a brilliant week. Take care, guys.